Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's get into the Aunt Karen situation. Now, there's a lot of people who don't know jack shit about jack shit, I've noticed. I want to break this one down from start to finish, but I do think Aunt Karen might be in a little bit of trouble here. I know she's going around claiming to be the victim with her latest Twitter post. Due to abuse, mistreatment, false imprisonment, and assault by the 2 security guards, I'm having extreme anxiety and PTSD. Your quality of care definitely did waver. Now, the reality of things, folks, is they knew who the fuck Aunt Karen was. This is why they detained her. They saw the videos on TikTok. The nurse in question, which I will play the videos in a minute, knew who she was. She is a nurse. Now, let's just have a quick look at the whole HIPAA violation thing. Compliance. CNAs must obey HIPAA rules and standards. This means that necessary precautions and care are taken to protect patient PHI. Duty. CNAs have an obligation or duty to comply with HIPAA rules on and off the clock. Now, what she's gone and done is, instead of just taking the L and deleting those videos, which she does for clout, everybody knows that, she decided to double down and start doxing the doctor and the nurse. Now, the nurse, the male nurse in this video, I'm going to show you the original videos, but I also want to point something else out in the video. There is a Muslim lady in a burqa sitting next to her. Now, it is culturally insensitive to film or take pictures of a Muslim lady who is modestly dressed without their consent. Aunt Karen clearly doesn't give a shit.
Also, if you rewatch the video in the lounge where they're waiting, that's a Muslim woman sitting next to the pregnant woman. You can tell, you see she's covered, she's got the hijab and she's got the niqabi on, to where her nose is covered and you can see her eyes. Muslim women have to give you permission for you to take their photo or their video. You know, did you ask a Muslim woman if she wanted to be recorded? Because that's a big deal in her face. It has to do with modesty and being protected. She's very clearly a Muslim. She's dressed like a Muslim. I watched it over and over again. I'm like, that lady's got to be a Muslim. Plus, it's in Dearborn that has the highest population of Muslims in America, I believe.
Here's those videos, and I've blurred that image.
You arguing with me instead of...
I'm not arguing with him. I'm telling you, he's coming right now.
You just told me. Did he just say that before he left?
You know what, Rick?
Did he just say that before he left?
We're going to have a
I don't understand. I don't understand. You keep coming in here arguing me for what?
She keeps acting up and disrupting everybody in here. Okay? Yeah, just let us know. Okay.
What? Let you know what?
Man, people don't need to listen to you screaming and talking.
I've been talking to her, I've been talking to her, and I've been talking to her. I can talk to whoever I want to. You keep coming in here going back and forth with me, telling me about
We're
other
doing the
people.
best we can.
You just told me that when you left out. You came back in here. You arguing with me.
I'm not arguing with you, man.
But you are.
You just to you.
You just said that the first. I said okay.
So
you
he
coming
is
back
on his
in?
way.
Okay.
He is
the conversation is ended.
No problem.
Right.
So as you can see there, folks, it's pretty much a case of much ado about nothing. Nothing really happened. This lady's clearly agitated because of the long wait. The doctor is trying to fucking sort it out, but she's obviously talking to other patients, making them a bit upset too. I did try to blur that image as best I can, but it's fucking hard to chase it when someone's doing these ones with their fucking phone trying to stream to TikTok. How ridiculous. Now, this next video, the male nurse comes out. This black pregnant lady actually thanks him and he explains, yeah, we're pretty busy at the moment. Now, this is the nurse that Aunt Karen's decided to pretty much dox on her TikTok account with 1.6 million followers. Yeah, ego-driven much?
Nurse threatened a pregnant woman with security because her feelings got hurt.
He came here and said that I'm going to get you an ID if somebody else doesn't have a heart attack or if something this and that doesn't happen. I said, okay. He lays out. He comes back here and says, well, the man is going to be in here in a couple of minutes if this and that doesn't happen. And like I told him, I said, so you just told me that. You don't have to come here and keep telling me about other people's illness. Everybody in here is sick, okay? I understand that. Right, but what we're trying to explain is there are people who are having heart attacks. I get that, but you don't have to lie. On my face. Please.
Don't talk to me like that.
Lie. On my face. On my face. I'll gladly get security. Thank you.
Why would you get security? She's pregnant. Why would you get security? She doesn't need security. She's not doing anything.
You in my face.
You came all the way over here to talk to her.
Can I see your ID, please?
Y'all not finna get security on no pregnant woman in here. Y'all got me messed up.
I've been sitting with her since she came in before me. She was the one right before me, and she's not wrong at all. I'm so sick of people like, what? Because I'm black? Is that why? You want to get security?
Right.
Black?
What's security necessary for? She ain't threatened nobody. She ain't say nothing to nobody.
I'm asking them to get on my face. Why y'all keep coming in my face? I have that right. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much because you did exactly what you said you were going to do.
I'm trying. Like I said, we were busy. I was dealing with some heart attacks.
And I understand that. But he keep coming in my face and tagging out of me. Is like, for what?
Alright, this should make you feel a little better, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, besides this stupid ass TikTok voice,
Nurse got security because their feelings got hurt.
it's the dumbest shit ever. The only reason I left it in there because it fucking sounds stupid. Now, excuse me for racially profiling somebody, but that lady nurse or doctor or whoever she was, she kind of looked East Asian to me. So that's a person of color, right? That's a POC. That's a big deal in America. Now, I have no doubt Aunt Karen was intentionally trying to film that Muslim lady and the other patients because you saw her scan her phone around the room at the other patient. Now, this is why they got upset with her. You're not allowed to film in hospitals anyway. Also, people in my comment section keep banging on about Nurse Tough Love. I covered her in my earlier feud videos. She put out a video, it was sort of middle of the road, but it explains a lot. Now, I ripped it from her fucking TikTok account. Here's that video.
Hey everybody, I hope you had a happy holiday. I wanted to first thank all the healthcare workers for working on a holiday. I know it's not easy, especially if you have a family. By now I know that many of you have seen Aunt Karen's videos where she had an unpleasant experience in an emergency room in Michigan. So I think it's important as a nurse for me to inform everybody, you know, when you go to the emergency room, especially on a holiday, the triage nurse is basically the groundskeeper, right? So they determine if people are hemodynamically stable, and if they are, then they have to wait for a room. And you know, if you're upset about wait times and kind of yelling and getting upset, that does tell us that, you know, you're hemodynamically stable. You know, you're not in distress, is what I'm saying. Some things that I found odd about these videos. Number one, the doctor came out. Like, when have any of you ever seen a doctor come out to a waiting room to try to calm somebody down? When? I never have. In fact, I've never even seen a nurse do it. Maybe an administrative nurse, somebody in admin, but this was the holiday, so they probably didn't have anybody in admin there. So maybe that's why the doctor did it. So even, you know, if somebody is considered to be like unruly in the waiting room, it is typically security's job to handle that. It is not the nurse's job. We have a ton of shit to do behind the doors that y'all aren't seeing. So I was kind of surprised that security didn't just take care of it to begin with. Now, I'm not going to show you any of the video because I want to protect the privacy of these patients. It is not against HIPAA to record in a hospital. It is against hospital policy. And the reason why it's so dangerous, and I'm just going to like spit out a random example. What if the woman sitting next to the patient that Aunt Karen was recording was in a domestic violence situation and her husband didn't know where she was? I mean, these videos have millions of views by now. That's why it's hospital policy not to record in a waiting room. Now, the patient that Aunt Karen was taking up for actually ended up getting fluids in the waiting room. And I've honestly never seen that happen before either, but I've also never worked in a pandemic. So that was surprising to see, and I think that they did a good job getting her whatever she needed, considering that she couldn't get back to a room. The same people who were complaining about them having to wait and how it's their right to ask about wait times were then complaining that the nurse rushed and didn't put gloves on before he hooked up her IV. But he did rub the hub with the alcohol swab. Again, whatever. The main thing that I saw wrong with this is security secluding Aunt Karen in her room. They absolutely had the right to ask her to stop recording because it is a huge violation of privacy and against hospital policy. I'm the first one to hold nurses accountable, but the nurse and the doctor in this situation were not in the wrong. I'm sure or hopeful that Aunt Karen meant well, and I hope everybody's okay.
Now, I obviously hope that NTL is fucking wrong and that Aunt Karen did breach HIPAA. I don't know if she did. I'm just some fucking dude from Australia. But I really do hope she did. And I don't think she meant well. I think she meant to get views and stir the pot, which is what she does. Because that night she was actually on a live trying to bait people to fight her. Yeah, this is the sort of character she is.
Clout chaser.
Now, all the people complaining about medical staff and shit, why don't you actually go to university or college or whatever the fuck you call it in America and become a doctor or a nurse and then go into the system and change it yourself? Because there seems to be a lot of people, armchair experts we call them, who seem to think they know fucking everything. If you don't like the system, go and fucking become a doctor, go and become a nurse and actually fucking do something about it instead of bitching and complaining on the internet while you're probably sitting at home on benefits anyway.
Knowledge.
There seems to be a huge problem with people on TikTok who like to dox medical professionals and get them fired from their jobs. And they were doing this during the pandemic when staffing was at an all-time fucking low and they were overly worked as it was. Now, there's a guy named Pax who Savannah Sparks decided to go in on and is now attacking other people who cover him because she feels like, as an investigative journalist, it's her right to that story. But Pax actually put out a video, and I'm just going to play this snippet of it, and it was about them outlawing the doxing of medical people in Colorado, and I have a sneaking suspicion that's exactly why she went in on him. Because who doxes medical people and gets them fired more than Savannah Sparks, who doesn't work in the medical industry? Facts.
All I did yesterday was point out this law that was passed in 2020 after several public health workers were doxed and harmed, including myself, in which a man came to my front door and threatened to slit my throat.
Now, Pax is the sort of dude who never lets the truth get in the way of a good story. I'm all for it. But the truth is, I've spoken to multiple medical people who have been doxed and harassed by Savannah and her supporters. So what he's saying really isn't that fucking far off the mark. Now, after the waiting room incident for Aunt Karen, things went downhill really fucking quickly. Here's the rest of those videos. I'll play them through very quickly because it's just... it's fucking garbage.
Who said that I can't record? Who said that I can't record?
No HIPAA law. You cannot. Come on.
No. What are you doing?
We need to talk to you. Come on.
We need to talk to you. Let's go.
So wait, why do I have the police here?
Because you're videotaping. That's HIPAA law violation.
Who said that?
That's federal law. You're violating.
You're doing it right now.
Because you're trying for what?
Did nobody touch you? You still recording?
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. So I'm getting kicked out for what now?
We're just talking to you. Come on, have a seat here.
I'm recording for my safety.
Your safety shouldn't be on TikTok.
She's clearly pissed off because this nurse called her out on her bullshit.
No, I'm not deleting nothing. I am not deleting nothing.
Listen.
You're gonna call Dearborn.
You're gonna go to jail.
I'm gonna go to jail for what?
Breaking federal law. It's called HIPAA violation. You are forbidden to videotape other patients.
That's in all hospitals.
Period. That's in all hospitals.
Why do you have a security system?
They know she's a nurse, she's not recording for her safety, and why is she asking about their security cameras? It's ridiculous. This is what she does. She's trying to victimize herself.
For the safety of you and everybody else.
So I'm recording for the safety of me.
No. Then you're gonna have to leave.
Okay.
What was the safety of you recording me?
Okay, I'll leave.
Why are you recording him?
I wasn't recording him.
You're recording now.
Here she is blatantly lying. We saw the fucking videos where she was recording him and she posted them to TikTok.
Space right now. Why am I being ganged up on by 3 people? I want space. First of all, there should be no reason.
Space will be outside.
Okay, let's go.
Stop recording.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but no, I don't want my video online.
Well, okay.
I didn't give her permission.
I'm sorry, you're gonna take me to jail for a video?
Take her out.
Yes.
No. You're gonna record his name.
Can you record the patients?
That's against the law.
You're gonna take me to jail for...
You're violating HIPAA law by video.
Or you can delete the videos yourself.
Or you can delete it yourself, but you're gonna leave.
Okay, can you take the IV
I'm
out?
not taking out anything.
I wasn't talking to you. Obviously, you're not a doctor or a healthcare
person. I'm in charge.
What are you getting in my face for?
I'm not in your face.
Yes, you are.
You asked a question, I answered it.
I wasn't talking about you. The doctor guy walked around the corner.
There was no doctor. That wasn't a doctor. That was a nurse.
Oh, okay.
I mean, how fucking dumb is Aunt Karen? She's a nurse and she can't tell the difference between a doctor and a nurse.
Or do we need to call Dearborn PD? I'll give you an option.
Okay.
Can we please call the PD because I don't want my video online.
9 dispatch, call Dearborn PD.
Thank you.
Who said Wait, can you? I didn't even say I wasn't going to delete it. I did not even say that I wasn't going to delete it.
You're just saying you're not.
No, I said just get the IV out. You guys are freaking me out.
And why don't you stop videotaping, number one?
Because you're freaking me out. There's
around.
no camera in here.
You want to step outside with this camera? You can come on right out. My videos need to be deleted. I did not give you permission.
Okay.
The patient did not give you permission.
Okay.
The doctor did not give you permission. You have multiple videos online.
And you got other patients too.
And you got other patients.
Okay.
So the moment you publish that, you're going to jail. You're breaking
She already
federal
did.
law. Is that clear?
Yeah, TikTok. It's over 1 million views already.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, 9 dispatch patients violating a HIPAA violation.
You just told me that I could just delete the video.
Well, you already posted it.
This is what I mean about these online warriors. See how gutless she is when she's actually confronted? I'll delete the video. I'll delete the video. The nurse said it's got over 1 million views already, and she's there saying she'll delete the video. This is what I mean when they're confronted in public. They got no fucking backbone. And she just carries on and on and on. And now she's gone online and doxed the nurse, the doctor. She's victimizing herself, trying to make out like she's the new George Floyd. It's fucking ridiculous, and this is why nobody takes you idiots seriously.
I'm back home and I wanted to talk to you guys. This is the nurse that got upset and called security on me, which then called police on me because I recorded the woman who was being harassed, and I posted it to TikTok. His name is... And the doctor who refused to give me my medications after is this doctor here. This doctor here, after they detained me forcibly and then locked me in the room by holding the door shut so I couldn't open it, they refused to give me my pain medication. They refused to finish treatment and sent me home without any pain medicine to manage my pain. This all happened at Beaumont Hospital in Dearborn, Michigan. Hi guys, I wanted to give you guys a quick update about what happened over the weekend. As you saw, I was unlawfully detained by 2 security guards, assaulted by 2 security guards at Beaumont Hospital in Dearborn. The police were called on me for violating federal HIPAA law. It was determined that I did not violate HIPAA law, even though there are a lot of misconceptions about that. People who just don't understand HIPAA law. Nonetheless, that did not happen. Here's where I need your help. They will not give me the name of the 2 security guards. They have not been very responsive, and they will not tell me what's happening. I tweeted them, I've messaged them, I've called them. They will not give me any sort of update on the security guards, whether or not they still have a job. They won't give me an update on the nurse, on what's going on with him. So if you can help me get into contact with someone, I've tried calling this number, help me try to get somebody.
What an entitled dickwad. Okay, the new Django Unchained. This is attention seeking at its fucking finest. Now, what she's doing is inciting violence on not only the hospital, but the hospital workers and the security guards. Now, her mentally ill supporters, these sheep that seem to think they're free thinkers, have inundated the Facebook page of this hospital with fucking nasty comments. They actually had to shut it down. This is how far these people take it, because they're all mentally fucking ill. Now, we've dealt with these morons quite a few times. They don't know each other, but they all think the exact same way. They're always the victim while they lash out at other people. It's some sort of fucking sickness I think people have. Aunt Karen is prime example of that sort of shit. I really hope the government fucking does something about her and all these call-out content creators. I really fucking do. Somebody get me the Pentagon. I'll see you in the next one. Anytime, anywhere. Anytime, anywhere. Anytime, anywhere. Anytime, anywhere. Anytime, anywhere. You think I'm playing with you, motherfucker? Get on the ground! Anytime, anywhere. Anytime, anywhere. Anytime, anywhere is perfect for a TikTok. Isn't that right, babe?